And now this bombshell Daily Mail article came out this week saying a secret office of the CIA has collected at least 9 non-human spacecraft from all over the world over the last 20 years. The Daily Mail also reporting of those 9 spacecraft, 1 had crashed with considerable damage. The 2 others were completely intact. The retrieval mission was allegedly performed by the military, and then these spacecraft were handed off to private corporations. Let's bring in Nick Pope, who investigated UFOs for the UK Ministry of Defense. Nick, you've obviously been our go-to UFO expert in this unprecedented year that we have had. I'm curious, what did you make of this report alleging that a secret branch of the CIA was conducting all these UFO retrieval missions?
Well, the CIA's Office of Global Access is exactly the kind of body that one would expect to be involved in recoveries if these stories are true. Normally, they extract personnel and items of interest from extremely difficult countries to get people and things out of. So these are the people you'd go to. And this story was amazing. I mean, nine crashed vehicles. But look, in a sense, you only need 1 crashed vehicle for this to be the most game-changing, paradigm-changing story in history.
Yeah, and this story has just continued and continued this year. And I want to get, your perspective on America's patience for this story in just a minute. But first, another fascinating part of this report was that the government, they'd go out, they'd gather these spacecraft, conclude the assignment, but then hand them off to private companies. In your eyes, why would that be the case?
2 reasons. Firstly, I think it would make congressional oversight more difficult and indeed take it further outside the scope of the Freedom of Information Act. But the other point is, if these crash retrieval and reverse engineering legacy programs are what people like David Grush say they are, then it is these defense corporations that you'd need to figure out what these things do, how they fly, and whether we can replicate those technologies ourselves.
And when we keep saying, non-human and extraterrestrial all year long, I mean, those words have been used more than ever before in 2023. But how do we know that the spacecraft stems from non-human technology and not from, say, rival foreign adversaries, and their technology like China or Russia?
Well, that's still on the table. And I mean, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence has previously said there isn't going to be a single neat solution to the UFO mystery. So, those things aren't mutually exclusive. You can have some of this be adversary technology. Some of it could be our own tech, but some could be extraterrestrial.
Okay. That makes sense. And I know you read this latest report, so I know you caught this too. This latest story, it only cites 3 sources who spoke under condition of anonymity, who were all apparently briefed by individuals involved in those alleged UFO retrieval missions. There are a lot of people who don't want to come forward publicly out of fear of reprisal, but do you fear that America's patience and our attention span on this story is waning when it involves so many secret sources shrouded in so much mystery and not enough photographic evidence? I mean, I think people want to see the videos and the pictures that everyone's talking about.
They do, but I think people will also understand that if some of these people are still serving, they have to be very careful about this. They have to be sure that appropriate whistleblower protections are in place. And it's important because just literally today, the next round of UFO-related provisions that are drafted to go into next year's omnibus defense bill are going to be discussed between the Senate and the House. So this is the key, I think, to taking this forward and hopefully delivering the smoking gun proof that the American people and the world want to see. It's down to Congress to make sure that legislation goes through so that they can have the proper oversight and bring this into the public domain.
Yeah, we know that defense budget bill for 2024 includes eminent domain on all UFO evidence. We'll see how that plays out. Nick Pope, thank you so much.